Hello, welcome back to Touhou Puppet Play Enhanced Reload. In the last part, what did we do? We went around the remaining surf routes or something, right? At the very end, I figured out that this entire time, I think even before Blaine, because I'm pretty sure Sabrina is supposed to be fought before Blaine, you can just walk into like the Silph Co building and do all this Team Rocket crap, and then fight Sabrina. So I basically, past like 5 episodes or whatever, I did the whole game out of order. Whoops. Anyway, in this part we're gonna go do the Rocket Hideout, but first I have important things to show you, because last part we leveled up, or I evolved the bunny, and now the bunny is level 40. And I have decided to replace Tenkai, because they're both Reason type, and even though Tenkai is a Reason Dark type, they don't have any dark moves, so it's not really distinguishing them that much. But the only problem with that is that I gave Tenkai Psychic, and all Raisin has is Side Beam, so hopefully she learns Psychic eventually. She's got Signal Beam though, because I had that as a TM. Signal Beam's a pretty good move, like 90 special heart. She also has Poison Bomb and Confuse Ray, so you know it's pretty good. So, yep. After all the episodes of not being on the team, Sauna's back on the team. And you know, looking at that sprite, you can tell in the bottom left corner that the foot is the same color as like the leg, meaning she is in fact not wearing socks, so is definitely Sandra. Anyway, also another thing I learned while doing that is I was concerned that shard evolutions in this game work the same as stone evolutions do in Pokemon, where once you evolve them they can't learn any moves anymore, and I found out while leveling up Advent Racing that she tried to learn a few moves, so that's not how it works, so that's good to know. Anyway, and enough preamble, let's do this area, which is probably going to take a while. Silph Cooperation. I'm probably going to be over-leveled, because I was supposed to do this like 5 parts ago. Whoops. What theme is this? News. No. Oh, the elevator? I can. Why can't I go on the elevator? Wow, I can actually just... What do you mean there are 11 floors? Whoa! Oh, this could take a while. The last time I was in a Team Rocket area, I think they had Hina's stage theme, which would have been appropriate to play here. Oh no! Oh, it's this. Now this is gonna suck. Yeah, Hina's stage theme would be appropriate, because that is in fact the next thing I have to play. Because I finished Minoriko's theme yesterday. You're causing us problems. I have no idea where I'm going. Like, no idea. We're doing teleporting slide stuff, which I hate. Alright, 33. Is Heart your Reason, right? Is Heart weak to Reason? Or super effective against Reason? I don't remember. Super effective, okay. Right, so, right, it's like Reason... Heart beats Reason because feelings over facts or something, and then Faith... and then Reason beats Faith, I think? And then Faith beats Heart, because religion sways the heart or something, I don't know. There's some deeper meaning to that triangle. That's the starter triangle, I'm pretty sure. Instead of fire, water, and grass. I am one of the 4 Rocket Brothers! I wonder if that guy's gonna show up. There's that one guy in the post-game of Heart Gold Soul Silver when you're Kanto. He's a Rocket Grunt. He talk really funny, yes. I don't know if he's gonna show up. Reason super effective against dark, is it? No. Anyway, this is these battles aren't gonna be much. I was supposed to do this a while ago, and I went in the wrong order. So I was like 10 levels under what I was supposed to be when fighting Blaine. And now that I'm here, I'm super over leveled, and we're just gonna be a bunch of rocket grunts until eventually the end of the map happens. And Sanra is very good now. That is very nice. Because Sanra was very bad for a very long time because Racing is very bad in every form except Advent Racing. Now we have an Advent Racing. And it only took like over 30 parts, I think, by this point. Definitely. I don't know. You got a bunch of Kogases, huh? I'm gonna have to go back to heal because Heart Beam over here, or Signal Beam, only has 10 uses, doesn't it? Oh, actually, it has 15. Wow, that's... You figured it wouldn't, since it's basically just a Heart version of Psychic, and that only has 10 PP. Anyway. I mean, I know it kind of sucks that I got rid of Tenkai so quickly when they were like one of the more recent members of the team, but like, I'm gonna be honest, they weren't. I was hoping they learned some moves, but they just really weren't. And their moveset kind of was just being carried by the fact they had Psychic and nothing else they had was really doing anything, so yeah, as much as I hate to get rid of them, they weren't really doing much for the team. It is to Yaorochi, I guess. Team Rocket's boss is terribly cruel. To him, Bonica are just tools to be used. He's also a terrible father. What will happen if that tyrant takes over our company? I think you actually... Yeah, Silver's in this game too, right? When you get to Johto, because the story's really weird. You basically go to Johto as the champion, but then the story still acts like you're, you know, like Ethan, who is nothing. That's as far as you'll go. Right, so I'm completely lost because I was on the first floor and now I'm on the 8th floor. Funny how that works. A bunch of peanuts, of course you do, but I have, although a weaker psychic move, it's still a psychic move. Right, so the thing I wanted to talk about today is, you know, I talk about the Touhou a lot because I like Touhou, if you can't tell from the over like hundreds of videos by this point I've made that are in relation to the series at some point or another. But so I talk about it a lot. But I've been thinking, I feel like sometimes I come off as a bit negative towards the series. Sometimes, when there's not really that many problems I have with it. Like I have some problems with like the lore and some of the writing. But, like, they're not really that big of a deal, but I talk about it a lot, mainly because I find it easier to talk about, because, you know, like, when I did those sorta videos where I talked about characters, like, I talked about Okina for, like, 20 minutes, and then when I got to On, who's my favorite character, I was like, she's a good dog, and then that was, like, it. So it's just, like... I feel like it's easier to like ramble on about things that I have issue with than things I just like. So that's why I tend to sound more negative about this series than I really am. Then also I think it's easier to be funnier when you're complaining about something than it is to just talk about how much you like something, you know? So for that reason, like I don't really... When I talk about the series, I sound more negative than I am, just because it's harder to be positive and be both, like, entertaining and interesting, I guess. So, what I'm saying is, like, this probably isn't going to be a trend that I stop anytime soon. Because, you know, I have the joke where it's like, oh no, I'm in an upset mood, now I'm complaining about Touhou lore again, even though it's really not that big of a deal. Touhou's lore is not that important, especially when you consider most fans ignore most of the shit they don't like anyway. But you know, I figured I could at least have, like, at least one video where I just tried to be just nothing but positive, I guess. I don't know, there's a lot of things I like about the series, but I never really talk about it because, I don't know, it goes without saying that I like the series a lot. You know, I've fucking made so many videos about it, but I guess I could try to maybe just like talk a bit about the things I like about it, you know, just to show, you know, I do like this series a lot. Hey kid, what are you wandering here for? So, yeah, I guess it goes without saying that, you know, I like Touhou's music, a lot. Like, a lot. Like, I've made over 100 covers of the music related to the series, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon a lot. Was that not? Like, I guess I was hitting you with heart moves before then? What type are you? You're Ghost, right? I don't know why I thought you were Poison. I used you. Like 20 parts ago, but I still used you at some point. You figured I'd remember you were Ghost type. But yeah, you know, calling Sun my favorite composer, while an accurate statement, still feels like an understatement, you know? But, like, needless to say, you know, out of all the things I like about the series, the music is, like, by far the aspect I like the most. I don't know what it is about this series' music, but, like, I first heard it, like, I mean, not counting remixes, which I probably, with how prevalent they are on the internet, I probably heard the first remix, like, when I first got on the internet at some point, and I just didn't know about it. But, like, when I actually sat down and went, like, what is the source of this music? And then actually, like, delved into Touhou music, I don't know. Just something about it, man. It's been almost 10 years, and there's still something about it. I listen to it constantly while driving, and I never really get, I don't know, sick of it. But, yeah, you know. So even if it reaches a point where I kind of get sick of the series, I don't know if that would ever happen, where I don't really care what happens in it anymore, I'd still probably listen to the series music regardless. I don't know, maybe the fact that I'm so satisfied with the original music of the series is why I don't feel the need to go out and look for remixes too much, just because, you know, the original's pretty great. I can listen to it as endless amount of time. No kids are allowed in here. Right, Maribel's 13 in this game, for some reason. Eat her in. So yeah, you know, there's that. I like this series a lot. I got into it because of the music, and then it's still my favorite thing about the series. That's by far, even after all this time. You know, say what you will about Sun's art. It's definitely, has its moments, but I think it's overall pretty. I think most of it's charming enough. It's certainly a lot better than I can draw. You've seen, like, it's a weird thing. You've seen some of Sun's, like, art that's, like, not official. Like, he's drawn some stuff, and it honestly looks pretty good. And that's one thing I find kind of unfortunate about the whole, he doesn't allow you to show endings for some reason, because I honestly have no idea. It's like, I know it was a rule, I honestly don't know why he still keeps with that rule. Like, I mean, whatever, people follow it because, like, it's, you know, it's respectful to do so, but it's still one I've never really understood. But he doesn't let you show the endings, and I think that's kind of a shame, because I honestly think some of the ending arts in the games are kind of charming. But you're not gonna see it unless you go look for it on, like, the wiki or something, because nobody plays the games is gonna show it. But, you know, aside from the art itself, I think Touhou's character design is very good. And I don't know, like, the art itself isn't, like, especially great, you know. I like it, but it's not, like, on a technical level, it's not, most of it's not very impressive. He has a noodle arm problem, other stuff. But, you know, when it comes to, I don't know, accessories and, like, clothing, hair, I don't know. This is most Touhou characters. They look, as soon as you see them, they're pretty memorable. And even the ones that aren't become memorable for being not memorable. You know, Yatsuhashi. Yeah, you know, that's another thing I like about the series is, you know, character design is very, very good, very memorable. Yes. Yeah, I did that whole thing for an episode or two where I complained about how I don't care about Hifu. And, that's just because, that's the big reason for that is because I think Touhou's world is a lot more like, unique than Hifu is. Like, what I'm saying is, like, if Hifu's world was what Touhou, like, the default Touhou world was, I probably wouldn't be that interested in it, but, you know, Touhou, it's like, I don't know, it's unique, it's old Japanese countryside. I don't know. It's I don't really know how to explain it. It's just it's not what it's not something I'm too used to. I know there's apparently like a bunch of animes that are like have that aesthetic, but I haven't watched those, so you know it's a unique thing for me. Where? Oh right, I'm on the first. I was on this first floor, and then the second floor is where I was, and then I teleported to the 8th floor, and then I think I went back. I mean, for the most part, I like the written works. I know I've complained about the parts that I don't like you know, the moon one, and I just think in general the endings just kind of come out of nowhere. But you know, for the most part, they're fun to read. They don't really go anywhere. Not really important for you to read, except for Forbidden Scrollery, which explains how the entire lore works. But besides that one, you can read them if you want to. They're fun. They have nice art. But they're really not that serious, which is why when it tries to be serious, like with what Cheating Detective tries to do, and then with Lotus Eaters, where it like gets serious for like a chapter and then stops caring after that, it varies in quality when it tries to be serious, but when it like sticks to its lane of just being a funny little manga you can read to enjoy, it's normally pretty good. But no, there's. Was that the right move? Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure there's more I could talk about if I could really think about it at this point. I mean, yeah, you know. I mean, I don't need to talk about the characters. I talked about the characters for 7 goddamn hours a couple weeks ago, so you know. You know, there's that. I'm surprised that video got any. I'm surprised those videos got any views at all. But apparently they did. The fact that someone, I don't know if anyone like watched that far into it, but like the fact that I feel like at least someone listened to me ramble for fucking hours. I don't know. It's surprising. Because I basically made that for myself. I feel like it was something I wanted to do to like characterize characterize the character thoughts. That's I was trying to make a joke there. It didn't work. And then if anyone happened to watch it, then sure. And then I guess some people did. I don't know. I haven't actually gone back and watched and looked at the stats. I normally don't do that. Just looking back at stats of how long the average watch length is. It's just normally when it's the video is the most recent video, it's pretty low. I don't know if it gets better or worse than that. I never really check. I work for Silph Co. What am I do? But yeah, Team Rocket just took over this company and nobody seems to care because Kanto is not a great place in some areas, is it? A hint, you can open doors with a card key. Where am I? Where am I going? What floor am I on? Have I used this one yet? I haven't gone this way. We study Miko Orb technology on this floor. Normally when I play through this game, I like to, explore everything. That's probably not gonna happen for this. I'm just gonna wander around until I find Giovanni, and then I finish this area, and then we're done. Because I don't want to be here forever. I also don't know how I'm gonna split this up, because it's been almost 20 minutes, and I don't think I've made a dent in this area. That's, uh-oh. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you fight Gary at some point here, so maybe I should just, play this area until I reach Gary, and then stop it then, and then do the rest of it. Sorry. I don't know. But then again, that Gary fight might be like right before Giovanni. I don't know. What I'm saying is I don't know how long this episode's gonna be. It might be really long because I try to fit this entire area before Giovanni in or something. But then if I do Giovanni, then I'll probably do Sabrina in the same part, which I guess is fine because Giovanni's already been in a thumbnail. Scientist bow. So yeah, I was a bit rambly there because I just wanted to, you know, say some things I like about the Touhous to reiterate that, you know, I do like this series a lot, and it may sound like I don't sometimes because I complain about stuff, but that's just because it's easier to talk about. It's easier to complain about things when I have not much to talk about, and I feel like I can express it in a way that's more entertaining than what I just did there, where it's like when I say what I like about the series, it's hard to, it's just a list, really, so I don't really know how to give a proper, I don't know, explain it in a way that would be entertaining. Yeah, another thing to talk about, you know, entertaining. I try to be entertaining, mostly so I can entertain myself when I go back and watch these, because, that's the thing. I go back and watch these videos. Every video I've ever uploaded, I went back and watched myself before uploading it, or while I was uploading. And I've just been thinking about recently, is there like some level of like narcissism to that? The fact that I enjoy watching my own videos? I don't know, because I don't think you wouldn't call it narcissism if you like go back and you like drew your own art and admired it. Oh, I feel like I like going back and watching my own stuff. Is there an air of narcissism to that? I don't know. Because, you know, you have people who, like, they don't like hearing the sound of their own voice. Meanwhile, I have heard, over the past year, I have listened to hours upon hours of my own voice. I don't know. I feel like I was going somewhere with that, but it just immediately... right, I was gonna say, you know, that's the thing with these videos is, like, I'm not a very talkative person in my daily life, and there's also the fact that I spend, like, a lot of time at home where there's nobody to talk to, so I don't really talk. So I think it's possible with the way I've been making these videos recently, over the past year, that it's possible that over the past year while making these videos, Gale? I mean, that's not awful. That's basically just when quick attack, but you're so fast that you don't need that. Yeah, it's possible that over the past, like, year, like during 2024, during the process of making these videos, I wouldn't be surprised if I talked more over the past year than I have, like, total in, like, multiple years, you know? And I'm not an extremely talkative person. I mean, I don't, like, it's not like I'm completely quiet or anything. I talk, it's just I'm not exactly the person who goes out of the way to lead a conversation, you know? I heard a kid was wandering around. Did you now? How exactly do I move the other direction without immediately stepping on that thing and then teleporting again? You know, Sandra's level 43. I might be able to switch her out by this point. Maybe. I haven't really been paying attention to what the levels of everyone was. I just started with like, alright, Sandra's the lowest level, I'll use them. And it might change. Look at Rayson's front sprite again, because I kind of can't tell what they're doing with their hand on the left side over there. Ooh. Big Shack. Is that just like your hand and a fist? Is that like... You have like a staff or something back there? What is going on in this sprite? Is that space between the... I can't tell what's going on here. I think that's She has black gloves, so I think what's going on with her left hand is that she's got it in like a fist or something, and she's got it like curled up, and that's white. That's white space. But why would that be white space and not her hair? I guess it's sort of like going in a flow downwards to the bottom left. Still, you figured it would hit that spot, but it's just white space right there. And there's white space. Like, why is there red? Is that part of her ear? Okay, yeah, I think the red is the part of the end of her ear, and I guess the other red is her scarf. Don't even get me started on why there's red over her eyebrows. And then she's got like a staff or something. Oh my. This probably is very confusing to look at. Anyway, Yaorochi's level 41. Forgot about that. Can I would like to go to the other side, please, guys. Wow, that's the card key. Go. Now what? Show Team Rocket a little respect. Team Rocket Grunt. Don't have names. Do any of you have names? I don't think you have names, do you? Intimidate, but that doesn't matter because you're a special attacker, aren't you? Although I use like steel moves most of the time. Yeah, Fence Girl isn't really gonna help much. I guess another thing to mention is semester's gonna start in 2 days from now, so this will probably be my last recording session before the semester starts. Sword Stance. You're not a physical attacker. You have one physical move. Cough, cough. But yeah, I don't exactly know how my recording, like, how much I'll be able to record this semester is gonna be dictated by quite a couple things, so we'll just see how it goes, but I should basically always be able to record on Saturdays. But whether I'll be able to record on another day, as long as I'm able to record on basically one day that isn't Saturday, I can normally keep my quota up of videos pretty well. Protein, huh? That's attack, isn't it? Yeah, attack, that thing none of my puppets besides Wriggle use. Those thugs that took over our building, their boss said he was looking for strong Bonica. I hope our president managed to avoid trouble. But yeah, but you know, now that when semester starts in 2 days, I'm gonna go back to, you know, uploading one video a day, and I already have quite a backlog already, so I should be pretty fine on videos. Even if I'm only, which I don't think I will. I don't think it'll reach a point where I can only record on Saturday, but even if it does, like, I have quite a backlog at this point, so I should be fine for videos for at least a while. Found one X special. That rotten president serves him right for shipping me off to the Tisky branch. What is Tisky? That's why Team Rocket came after us, I'm sure of it. Yeah, and even if I do have plenty of time to record videos, now that I'm doing the whole playing the tracks from Mountain of Faith thing. Why are you weak to that? Or not weak to that? You know, free time that I had where I might spend recording videos, I might instead work on the cover videos, I don't know. Is the face still there? Kinda. Now it's just like a longer nose. It honestly looks more like a face now, because you had the problem where the light would like go around the bow with the chibi form, so it didn't look that much like a mouth. But now her like hair is over the light, so yeah, now it honestly looks more like a face than it normally did. Like, look at it, it's just a really long nose and some like eyeglasses eyes, and you got that smile. Play Luigi. The face! He's gotten bigger. It's taken over. Man, don't worry about it, Yorio. It's just what happens when Italian turns 2050. You know, I talked about stuff a lot quicker than I thought I would. I've talked about how much stuff this part. It's only been like 30 minutes, the first recording. I want at least 3 of these. I don't know. I said I'd do the legendary bird stuff, or the Kai trio, or I think that's what they're called. Do you really need to paralyze me there? Is that necessary for you to do? Still faster than you anyway. Yeah, I said I wanted to do that after I did Sabrina. But I don't want to do that this recording session because, like, that's something completely different. I'd rather do all 3 of those in the same recording session. So I guess how much recording I do today is going to depend on how long it takes me to beat Sabrina. Or maybe if I want to complete more stuff today, maybe I'll go also take down Giovanni and basically do everything in the game except for the Elite Four or Victory Road, and then do my Kai trio, and then finally get Mima. I don't. Who's Mima gonna replace? I don't know. I'd probably Marissa. Like, it's probably Marissa. As much as it pains me to do that, because I spent like I don't remember, like 30 minutes to an hour leveling that stupid level 5 Marissa up to where she is now, and then she has hustle. So why did I even do that? I don't know. Who knows? Gashi Lumen actually. Well, I say that, I might be able to just... Right. Can I talk to you people? I am one of the 4 Rocket Brothers, yes. Just like the other 4 Rocket Brothers. Yeah, I'd like something to happen before I stop this episode. I was kind of hoping I'd run into Gary or something. But nothing's happened this part, so I don't just want to end it yet. I guess... I haven't decided whether I'm going to put Advent Racing on the thumbnail of the video where I evolve them, or the thumbnail of the video, I guess it would be this one, when I actually start using them. But if nothing else happens this part, before I end it, I might just put them on this thumbnail, because then something would be here for the thumbnail. Flame out, huh? Oh dear, help me, please. That man next to me, he's such a coward. They must have targeted Silph for our Bodica products. Team Rocket is trying to conquer the world with Bodica. The Rockets came and took over the build. Are they really trying to do that? I was just under the impression that they were just a gang and they were doing gang things, like just doing shady shit for profit, I guess. Although I guess it makes sense. I think they were trying to create Mewtwo or something, so I guess they were trying to take over the world or something. I don't know. It's been pretty clear with the way I've talked about Pokemon lore for some of these videos that I'm not exactly very, knowledgeable about it. Just go from what I remember of the games, and then I don't watch the anime, but that's a separate continuity anyway. Right, it's been 30 minutes. Even though nothing was really accomplished this part, like, I don't want this to go on for like an hour. So in the next part, I will continue the Rocket Hideout, see you then, bye.